So today we're taking a look at the HIFI Walker. Now, if you remember, probably 10 years ago, there were things called MP3 players, and now we all have them on our phone. But there are uses to have an external MP3 like this one, and some of them include how many songs you can have on them. But on top of that, it's a separate device that isn't using up your phone's battery, specifically if you are going hiking and stuff like that. So if you're going for long walks, this has over an 18-hour charge. You can pretty much put any single music file on there, so MP3, WAV, etc. So very easy to load as well. It has 256 gigabyte. Now let me see if I can show you. There should be the little... So here is the completely replaceable 64 gigabyte external. You can go ahead and raise that if you want as well. You can see, look at that tiny thing. So if you have to add even more memory, you can go ahead and do that. Fully expandable. Now let's go ahead. I gotta pop this back in here. You got it the wrong way, I think. There we go. So we got that back in. So the device itself is really well made. It's got like a glass back, kind of protective glass back, and then everything else is this kind of aluminum metal material, really well made. So I'm going to say this is a very well constructed MP3 player, and it's not too big. It's about the size of my palm, right? A little bit smaller than a wallet. Now on it, it has a few different controls. So you have a back button, you have a menu button, you have a rewind and fast forward, and then this is kind of like a movable dial. So it's not a touch dial, so you have to actually put a little bit of pressure down, and you can not only scroll wheel with it, but you can also click at certain points. Maybe you can't actually, I thought you could. But there's a middle button here too that works as, of course, the accept button. So let's go ahead and turn this on. We should just have to hold down the menu button, I believe, for a few seconds. And it usually pops on. Where was the, oh, on button's at the top. My mistake. Let me show you the rest of it first. So we also have our volume up and our volume down, and then our power button. So at the top here, we're gonna hold that down. That is now going to turn it on. We get the HIFI Walker sign right there. I'll show you what else comes with it while that's loading up. You also get, this is a USB-C cable, so you're going to need that to load it up and to also charge it. And then you have a nice little carrying case, so a little velvet carrying case that this fits pretty much perfect into. See, look at that. All right, let's take it out. Okay, so main menu right away. You have a few options. You have the Explore. We can go to system settings, categories, and that's pretty much everything. So inside of settings, you're going to find a few things here. So you're going to be able to change up your gain, your equalizer, your music scan. So very basic stuff. There's album cover, wallpapers, lyrics, memory play, and then there's some more volume and custom volume stuff directly on the bottom as well. So we're going to go ahead and go back here. We're going to go back one more. You also have your system settings here, which here is where we can connect Bluetooth. So you can turn your Bluetooth on. Now this is going to allow it to connect to headphones. You can connect it to actual speakers as well. You can connect this to your car as well. So you'll be able to hook this up to your car system and then just always have it in your car, I guess, if you don't want to use your phone for music. It does also have an auxiliary jack if you don't want to use Bluetooth. So that's another option as well. Now, if we go back one more time, you're also going to see the categories. Now here it's going to have everything from your songs, your favorites, your playlist, your artist, etc., etc., and it'll show how many songs you have loaded on. So that's really everything from the HIFI Walker. Really nice battery life, great, simple, easy to use interface, and an awesome design. A little bit of a throwback for sure.